Hello and welcome to Best Media Info. I am Akanka Srivastava and Best Media Info is here at Cannes. Today is day 4 and I have with me Shrenik Gandhi and Mitesh Kothari. They're the co-founders of White Rivers Media. Welcome to Best Media Info, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So is this like your first time here?
Thank you. This is our first visit at Cannes and it's been a great time.
So what learnings you guys have got from here till now so far?
I think learnings have been on multiple level. Before we came here, we spoke to a lot of people who've been coming to Cannes for long, right? Like 5 years, 10 years, things like that. One of the best advice we got is sit through almost every session, right? And you don't know where one line, one piece of knowledge, one piece of that nugget out there is going to change the way you think. So I think if you look at it from an AI narrative, from a creative narrative, where the global work is going narrative, there were quite a lot of different learnings that we could pick up on our way.
So any one learning that has struck you?
I think from a creative lens, one of the learning that is coming through is that how would you use data creatively? Not that you use data in your creative campaign, but there is a lot of raw data available, which actually becomes the campaign itself. We've seen it with MasterCard, where they kind of did a campaign for Ukrainian businessmen to settle into the other EU nations. And I think that's something as a future trend that what we are seeing, that's going to be big.
My biggest takeaway, while of course there are a lot of these creative takeaways, one thing which actually touched my heart was a statement which was made in one of the sustainability sessions, wherein they mentioned that a lot of brand marketers, a lot of agencies look at sustainability as a vertical. That thinking has to change to start looking at sustainability from a horizontal narrative. How can you have sustainability across all your departments?
Sustainability generally comes across in the CSR campaigns only of the brand.
Exactly. A lot of times it's cosmetic, and now, of course, everyone has evolved enough to see through those things, right? So if fundamentally we start accepting that sustainability is a lot more horizontal than vertical, I think magic can happen.
Also, another theme that I've been seeing here, one common theme, and I've had enough of it, which is artificial intelligence and generative AI. That's part of every conversation. White Rivers Media also entered Cannes this year.
Yeah.
This was the first time that the agency entered.
Oh, yes, this was the first time, and a very interesting experience. I think the experience of so you never do a campaign with a narrative that we're going to take it to Cannes, right? You first do what you are supposed to do, and somewhere down the line you think, oh, maybe, there is something in it which we want the world to see. So the whole experience of actually putting across the case, finding the right kind of categories, having the right kind of wordings, and then seeing the global work out here and seeing that, okay, maybe this is where we also need to change or evolve or input new things. Has been
So
a great
maybe
experience.
a better case study entry.
I think not just case study, but also so what is the key, right? You have to, first of all, the key is to understand that what is it that your jury is actually looking for. It's not a better case study, but am I justifying the ask of the jury in that case study for them to understand? And I think from an India narrative, something which is very important is your jury is global. And they don't understand your ground realities the way you do, right? The culture context is not there. So how is it that your case, when you're making one, brings that culture context first to help them understand, oh, this was the campaign, this was the impact, this is the long-term, impact that it's going to have on the brand and the people and things like that. I think that has been a great learning for us from a first-time, perspective.
So probably next time onwards, there would be more cultural context in your entry. That means.
Yeah. So I think cultural context, one, and second, how do we define the problem statement in the first 20 seconds, including cultural context, right? One has to understand, and again, this is one of the learnings we're taking back, if there are 25,000, if I'm not wrong, that's the count of number of entries this year in Cannes. If those are the number of entries, I think in the first 20-30 seconds of the entry, maybe lesser, if one can set up the culture context and the problem statement. Right, it will possibly lead to a lot more conversations in the jury room, and of course, at the end of the day, the impact and the effectiveness of the campaign is what decides whether it is taken to the next step or not. I think it's a good time to give a shout out to the 3 clients who trusted us with some of the nominations. Astral, they did a fantastic initiative for the foundation. It's called Piplantri. Great vision, and I'm so glad they trusted us, with the mantle of doing the campaign, and helped us, or gave us opportunity to be a small catalyst in the larger change which they are driving in the ecosystem. So that's Astel, and then of course then there is Amazon as well, Team Amazon Mini. Great attempt to, in fact, the Guinness Book of World Records, we broke a record for one of their shows, and
What was that record?
It's
Mitesh's favorite campaign.
the it's the largest number of hip hop dancers that came together ever. So it's a great campaign for a show that Amazon Mini TV launched. Because when you look at hip hop, we are not the capital, we are not the seed place, right? But holding a record of largest number of people doing hip hop together kind of puts you onto the world map, right? So and the whole story actually is that why we broke that world record was far more important, right? Because there's a generational change. There is a lot that a new generation wants to kind of come out and speak about it. And also as a country, you want to prove something. And there were a lot of things that kind of went back into what the show itself was all about. And that's why we kind of went back and, Amazon Mini TV and everyone kind of paved the way to break that world record. So it has been amazing out there. And then, we've got DS Group, essentially Pulse, which is like
Oh, they were here.
Rajiv ji would be here, right? So Pulse is the most amazing brand. I think Pran Jai par Pulse Na Jai has been iconic, and we've been very lucky to have them as a client who allowed us to
So is this
experiment a lot.
tagline given by you guys?
No. This is a very old when the brands ever started, right?
I think that time the agency, our agency had not started. If I'm not
Yeah,
2012 के पहले,
possibly,
like
right?
that,
So they trusted us to kind of bring out a story through the medium of multiple AI tools and a very visual output that came through. So I think all of these clients, again, as I said, it's most important is that between agency and the client, there has to be that whole understanding that yes, the story could be told on a global level. Where it goes from there across the globe, I think is secondary beyond that.
I mean, we know that India's performance hasn't been that great this year. So there's two school of thoughts. One set of people say that it's okay. Sometimes it's okay that we don't perform well, but we're very hopeful that we'll do better next year. The other school of thought is that probably after the 2022 win or even the win that we had in 2017, like we've been fooling ourselves that we're doing great.
Okay.
Which school of thought you guys belong?
No, I think every country has good years and bad years. Probably it was not the best year for the country. Does that mean there aren't enough opportunities? Of course, there are enough opportunities. Does that mean there aren't enough brave clients? Of course, there are a lot of brave clients. Does that mean there aren't enough creative people in the country? Of course, there are so many creative people in the country, right? So that brings me to the last point. Does that mean not enough creative campaigns are being done? Of course not. There are so many fantastic campaigns which are being done.
But not entered in country.
Exactly. There is a larger barrier which has to be broken. The barrier, of course, has a few pillars. One of it, of course, is commercials. It's I don't need to speak about it. It's an obvious barrier. Second one being it's a bigger mindset problem of not realizing the gold mine we are sitting on. I think there are so many campaigns which happen in the country, and I think one needs to be confident on the scale of campaigns we've been doing, right? The impact, the numbers which India can produce. I think there's so many countries who can't even dream about those numbers, right? So yes, that's the second barrier, and I think third barrier is the exposure barrier. We must have a lot more marketeers, a lot more independent agencies, a lot more, of course, network agencies visiting the next year's event, because when you visit here, the whole vibe in the air, the whole passion which is overflowing, you would feel so motivated to enter and do some great work.
There's a lot of inspiration, there's a lot of trend understanding, there's a lot of, so in fact, when you asked that India did not win a lot or maybe it wasn't the best performance that we've had, I think none of the school of thoughts, honestly, is either wrong, either right. It's not that, right? It's always a mixture of too many things. And one of the observations that we had was that I think the perception of what a social or a digital or a direct or a glass work should be, that is also changing. And I think for you to understand that how jury is now evaluating your work because they are seeing a work which is kind of changing, impacts, right? So I think maybe next year we would have a great year, by that time that whole learning curve kind of fulfills itself and a lot of more amazing work is going to be visible from the country here.
My request would be is a lot more people to visit the festival next year and specifically attend a certain set of sessions which are named as inside the jury room, right? What these sessions have is the jury who would have judged certain entries, right, or certain categories, they would sit up on the stage, they would analyze the wins and tell why they won, what went in the jury room while they were being discussed or while they were being shortlisted, right? So that learning is priceless.
Is there one specific campaign that has stood out for you guys, which is 1 year?
Of course, a shout out to Rohan and Chandni. I'm so glad that their campaign for HDFC, FCB Connects campaign has won. We're so proud of
I'll
it.
give you one campaign which I spoke about earlier, which is the MasterCard campaign, right? So what MasterCard did is Ukrainian businessmen or immigrants, technically, when they started settling into the countries around, initially you are a refugee for the first 6 months, 8 months, and there is empathy. When you transfer from a refugee to an immigrant with a permanent status in a new country, that empathy goes down, right? And the businessmen were becoming very unhappy that we have new competition, right? So MasterCard, what it did is through geo data, economic data, and obviously their POS data, they figured out that a local businessman, let's say, has a flower shop here, all right, and they created a console where with the campaigns with the local businessman saying, I have a flower shop, I request if any one of you wants to open a bakery, please come close to me. Because the data shows that these two businesses work amazingly well together and you're bridging that gap between that empathy jo chala gaya hai, ab wo empathy वापस ला रहे हो, right? And that's something done in EU right now where they're going to take it to, I think, Turkey, and then by 2025 they'll actually bring it to India, right? So I think that as a campaign kind of really stood out. And then what Shrenik and I were talking about as a campaign, there are very interesting ones. I think Viscas ka hai meow karke, very entertaining, right? It's like a cat who just says meow as a word essentially, but the whole world hears the product, right? Meow essentially, and then that goes crazy. So it's been a crazy campaign. I think beyond that, we were discussing in India there's another campaign called Gatorade Turf Finder.
Yeah.
I think good campaign, right? Creative use of data, taking to the country something that country needs. So these have been some good ones. Internationally, I think we saw many more fabulous ones, but I think contextually when I want to look at it, these are the ones that are interesting.
Now coming to White Rivers Media's growth, I mean, if I'm not wrong, you guys are in India since probably 12 years, yes. So, but in the recent times, what I've seen is that your growth has accelerated, galloped. So, how has that happened?
So I think a lot of our growth has come from the fact that we started focusing on a lot more depth across certain categories of interest, right? What we focused on is certain subcultures and certain pop cultures. India has a few pop cultures, subcultures: cricket, Bollywood, religion, politics, stocks, and startups. Right? These are some of these. We focused on four of these six, and we went very, very deep in these categories. Where we started working with some of the best clients within these categories, and one thing led to other, where a lot of knowledge of one subculture, one pop culture started flowing into other, and then the kind of collective knowledge which came in was priceless, right? Which gave in a lot of growth. Now that put parallelly with the focus on building a culture, right? We focused a lot on creating the right culture at White Rivers. The culture to innovate, the culture to be dynamic, the culture to be creative first, the culture to be effectively creative, right? And most importantly, the culture to be the most. right? As an organization, we focused on doing this where we don't aspire to be the best. We aspire to be the most. What I mean by this is we put in a lot more efforts to make sure that we try and give our most. Right? Our most may not be the best in the room, but in the process of being the most, if we end up becoming the best, it's a great byproduct to have. So I think these are some things which we did to.
So I want to ask is that do you think that creating or probably uh, engaging with consumers at a subculture level or engaging with them through pop culture can only happen via content? When I say content, I don't mean advertising.
No, I mean,
Can a person make just a TVC and do the same instead of using?
so I think, see, if you look at the world as a very complex place, right? Globally, average happiness index is dropping. All right. Media channels are fragmenting. All right. People want to exercise independent choices more and more, but still want to be part of some kind of a group where there is a collective identity, right? So, in the mix of all of this, what is happening is that you need to find simply certain threads that are very important, and they just need to work for your brand and the messaging at that point of time, right? Whether it's culture, whether it's humor, whether it's practices done over the ages, whether it's just pure observations. I think it's no more around content. It could be done. You asked me some of the favorite campaigns. I think Lays did an amazing campaign where they had David Beckham and Thierry Henry sitting in the football game, and Lay's packet got over, and Henry turned to the cameraman saying, "Find anyone who has a Lay's packet, and we'll invite them to watch this whole match with us." Now it's a campaign, but it's live televised. It's so risky to ever do a campaign like that, right? But they pulled it off. Now it's not an ad. It's an ad, but it's great content. It's sitting somewhere middle out there. But you could also say, but it's an experiential thing that happened at that point of time. So I think great work will come from anywhere. It just has to serve the purpose of taking the message to the people. And the message cannot be ये हमारा brand है, ये हमारा product है, by this.
Do you think that nowadays we're not creating work that probably people will talk about 12 years later or 20 years down the line? Because अभी बहुत content बनाना होता है.
I think Shainik and I will have a very different opinion on this, but I feel नहीं होगा अब. उसका बहुत simple reason है. इतना fragmentation है ना, and it's not about advertising, right? Like I always speak about this that the age of mega superstars in any field you want to look at, right? It's gonna end. Because there is always a much more diversified information, choices,
Democratization of content creation as well.
आप content create भी democratization way से हो रहा है, आप consume भी अलग अलग तरीके से कर रहे हो, access to it is amazing for you, so you're gonna, and then behind this whole thing there lies something called as an algorithm, which is gonna keep pushing you down your own rabbit hole, right? So I don't think so that we're not doing work which cannot be spoken about so many years later. We are doing that kind of a work. But I think over that 12 years, your audience is going to change so much, going to go through so many things that they would, maybe remember very, very selective stuff out of it.
No, I agree, right? The audience is evolving so much, right? That the work we're doing right now may not be relevant 12 years after this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you attended the Elon Musk session yesterday. He was probed and nudged to tell that how many years will it take for AI to impact humanity. He said partial
Significantly.
So certain impact will be we'll start seeing that impact in next 1 year. But absolute significant impact of AI on humanity is less than 5 years away. Less than 5 years. So that's the scale at which it is changing, right? But if the world is changing at that pace, I don't think people will remember things after a decade or something, right? It's just a human. It's just a clean evolution which is going to happen, and we'll feel कि यार ये तो कर ही सकते हैं, इसमें क्या बड़ी बात है, right? That will come much more sooner.
So one last question to end this conversation, which is that one thing as the co-founders of White Rivers Media, which is that one thing that gives you sleepless nights, not literally, also one thing that keeps you guys going?
I think you know, a lot of times this question is asked where, you know, people say कि यार 5 साल में आप क्या करोगे? What is your 5-year vision, right? My answer, you know, every time when that question is asked, and it will also resonate to what you just asked me, is the world is changing so fast that it is very, very, very difficult to predict what is going to be the outcome. Having said that, what we strive to be and what I aspire to be and what I fear, you know, the most, if you know, if the one thing which I'm about to say doesn't happen, that's going to be my biggest fear. Is 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 25 years from now, the only thing we want to be is be relevant. If we are relevant, बाकी चीजें sort हो जाएगी. So yes, that's what I look. You know, that's my perspective.
Fear. I think I have a very, very simple fear is what are you doing today? How are you going to excel beyond that tomorrow? That's always my fear. So when you talk about sleepless, I think sleepless night, which is, I think before I sleep, half an hour, 45 minutes of my whole is sitting with my own self and analyzing the day, understanding that what we did, what could we have done, what is it going to happen tomorrow. It's not sleepless, but I'm very mindful, and I think that's the fear that hey, you always be in a space where you keep improving. What one thing keeps you going is, I think, pure thrill and rush. Why are you in advertising? It's not an easy job to be in, right? Like, it's as bad. I mean, we're not responsible for people's life, but ATC, air traffic control, is a very stressful job, right? The globally proven. Similarly, marketing, advertising is not an easy job to be in. It takes a lot, and it takes a lot of cognitive.
Only passionate people can survive. Yeah.
So then that's what's something gonna keep you in the thrill, na? That's something that keeps you going always, because I don't know about you know how people look at it, but when I look campaigns that have been done in the past, I see the impact. I see the impact for good. I mean, our own work, when you see Peplantri's story we were able to tell for Astral, what a story. There is someone who's planting 111 trees every time a girl child is born in a state where you know, girl child was not a preferred thing, which is maybe still not is, but is also impacting and solving the climate problem. So you have two things that you're trying to solve together, and Astral kind of helps these kind of change makers. And then the story that we were able to tell about it, and the way it got appreciated, and the change and impact now it is creating on a multiple level. I think that's what keeps me excited and keeps us going. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining us
Thank
here.
you so
Hope
much.
you enjoy your Cannes visit this time, and see you next year.
Thank you. Thank you.